Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition. As you can see, I have upgraded my Estus Flask, and fortunately this bonfire right here is actually a warp point. So what we're going to do is, I can actually upgrade that, or this, well, I mean, I'm wanting to get this achievement anyway, so I might as well spend some money on that. Anything? I think we're good. Alright, we will repair a little bit of equipment we have. And I think I'm going to go ahead and level up. Strength could go up twice. Okay, I'm going to put one in strength and one in vitality. There. Okay, so I'll run back through here. And at this point, I don't think I'll be facing too many enemies. I should be able to just walk through here. And here is Logan. And I guess I should have saved some of those souls for his spells, but
this place is truly magnificent, more than expected. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you, and the secret of Seath's immortality. Ah, the secret of Seath's immortality. If you are fortunate to be prisoners, you must know that Seath is a true man, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal will affect him. Grant him true resurrection. His wounds close promptly, and no
okay, that was strange.
granting true resurrection from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you salute the scratching its heart and its organ. The primordial crystal is in the income of these very archives, the crystal forest.
Okay, now that is what he said was actually very important, because Seath will be invincible until you destroy that crystal.
The tomes stored in these archives are truly magnificent, a great pool of knowledge, the fruits of superior wisdom and an unquenchable desire for the truth. Some would say Seath had an unsound fixation, but his work is a beautiful, invaluable resource. All progress demands sacrifice, and I certainly bear no antipathy for that required scaleless beast. The tomes stored in
Okay, so now he's starting to repeat himself.
all
Alright, so what can we purchase? His spells, Homing Soul Mass is actually pretty cool. His spells are fairly expensive. That's really expensive. At some point I will come back through here and purchase all of his spells, because it does unlock some additional dialogue with him. But I don't think I have what it takes right now. I've got some soul items. I guess I can use them and then purchase whatever. It's not like I'm going to use them for anything else right now. That's 5. So that should be about 20 maybe. No, not even. Okay, so let's purchase, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 16. Let's do that, and that. And let's do magic weapon. Okay, and we'll come back and purchase the others at some later time. Let's see, that's 50, 90. Wow. That's quite a lot of souls that we'll have to get. Alright.
the knowledge here is limitless.
Okay, so he's slowly going insane. And once you purchase all of his items, he will actually appear in the area where you first fought Seath the Scaleless. You'll also be able to get, I think there's a soul item and there's an ember. I think the very large magic ember is in there. Crap, why do I always miss? Alright. Oh, straight sword. Yep. Alright. Let's see how bad these guys are. Okay, so we step out onto this platform. And I think that golem, yeah, that's a special golem. Let me, I'll fight him in a few. Let me get a feel of how these guys are. So that's 3 two-handed attacks. Oh, I gotta hurry up. That's 1,200. That's not great. I think they can do pretty decent damage, so. Whoa, whoa. Okay, the good news is they don't have kind of really long sweeping attacks. That helps. They do kind of aggro from a decent range. So let's walk over here. There's one guy here. I don't know how he didn't hit me that time. That was strange. Oop. Blue Titanite chunk. There we go. The one we want is this one right here. This golem should contain, I think it's Sigmayr's daughter. I'm not completely positive on her name. I think it's, so we'll find out. Screw it. Ow, that hurt a lot. There we go. Okay, now I know she looks exactly like her dad.
Why, thank you. I am Sieglinde of Catarina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you. Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine.
Yes.
Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Once again, truly. Just put me out of trouble. Thank goodness. Well then.
Okay, so that opens up the next section of that whole Sigmayr line. So what I'm going to do is go over here and fight this lone golem over here. That set of 3 may give me a little bit of trouble, so we'll save them for last. This guy that's all alone is just screwed. There. This should be the crystal set. Yep. And that's the same armor that the guy was wearing before we fought Seath the Scaleless the first time. Let's go over here. As long as I don't pull those 2, we'll be alright. Yep, he misses and he's dead. One at a time. All I wanted was one at a time. And fire doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage to these guys. As I kill the guy in 2 hits by saying it. There we go. Okay. And this leads towards the crystal caverns again. Probably do that next video. It's a very aggravating area. So let's walk back up here and take care of these 3 guys over in the corner here. So when you come back through, you're more than likely going to have to fight. Let's see, that 1, 2. You're probably going to have to fight 4 of them. Plus, I think there's 2 more in the caves. So that's 5 hits. The ones that you fight in the crystal caves are a lot harder because of where you're fighting them. There's not much room to maneuver. So knowing how many hits it's going to take is a plus. So these 3 guys are going to be coming after me. That's way too far away. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that was pretty poor. And they're way too slow to try to maneuver around these fireballs. Their best bet's to jump through them like that. There we go. Okay, so that's basically cleared out this entire meadow, and you can see how many souls we've got from doing that. That's a fair amount of souls, but that's kind of a lot of work and time. But let's see, and we exhausted. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll leave her be, and probably what I'm gonna do. I might as well. Let's see, where are we at? We got 13 minutes. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just push on towards the crystal caves and try that. But I hear the telephone going off, so give me 1 second and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back and I've made my way to the entrance of the crystal caves, and here we go. Now again, you're going to be fighting these guys on a little bit narrower platforms than you were. So being able to do quick damage is essential. You have to watch your step here. There's a lot of fall off areas, and I don't know, this area just seems to be very slick for some strange reason. You'll get to a certain point where you're not near a ledge and you'll just start to slip off. So we're going to take it very slow. Now one thing you will notice, and I'll try to point them out as we go along, there are moonlight butterflies. And you can actually see the snow landing here. This is actually an invisible platform. It's very Indiana Jones. And so we'll grab this humanity. Not much, I know. Okay, there. Alright, so you see those. Those are the moonlight butterflies that you fought as a boss in an earlier level. Now, they are not aggressive unless you do something stupid like attack them. And you know, it may be tempting, but there's far more pressing matters in this cave right now than attacking them. Now, the good thing is you will oftentimes see where players have written messages on the invisible platforms, and that is much welcome. Oh, God. Hold on one second. Got a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. So basically what you end up having to do... Oh, geez, don't run. Is you basically end up following the snow falling on the bridges, the invisible bridges. And there we go. And like I say, a lot of times people will put the path markers there, and I'm going to have to fight this guy because shoot. This is a stronger version of the Crystal Golem. I was really hoping he would jump over my head. Oh, you son of a bitch. As you can see, my two-handed damage isn't squat against this guy. Oh, you bastard. You would have to land on the bridge. Unfortunately, I think this guy is a one-time enemy. Oh, don't knock me off, you asshole. There we go. Oh, loads of fun. Yeah. Alright, let's walk down here. Oh, shoot. And this is one of the things I don't like about this area. Sometimes your character, for one reason or another, will not be able to stay up on the platform like he should. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there's actually a path underneath here. Because there should be some crystal lizards in here, and I have never actually been able to successfully get them because it's just too much. There's too much room for error here. There's another crystal golem down here. Let's try something. Yeah, right there. Don't disappear. Don't disappear. So I got one of them. I'll probably come back through here off camera and get the other two because this is just a pain in the ass. Now, if you go out this way, there's a blue titanite slab. But the quirky part about that path is it's the only one that's not straight. So obviously it's the one that most people fall down on. So let's follow our path markers here. Imminent fall, yeah. I think that's a blue titanite shard on that body right there. You can barely see the so we're just gonna walk kind of straight ahead, nice and slow. All right. So there we go. Now we're back on solid ground. And again, there's a bunch of moonlight butterflies. If you feel the need to kill them, you know, go for it. If you had no trouble killing the boss moonlight butterfly, then you'll have no trouble killing those. All right, I think there's a soul item, yeah, right here, which we'll gladly take. Soul of a hero, so that's a pretty big one. All right. Now there's some pretty difficult enemies ahead. See if we can just pull on those. They look like seashell type monsters. They can do a ton of damage. Okay, so we've aggroed one. Yeah, you have to watch that and pretty much all of that. And yeah, these guys aren't. Ah, shit. Good news is 4 kills them, and I can do 4 in 1 attack string. They are kind of cool looking. I like the skulls inside. That's pretty neat. There's one over here. Best to go ahead and get these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like almost every enemy in Dark Souls, if you can pull them one at a time, they're not that bad. Shit, missed 3. Okay, that was sloppy, but we got the job done. Jeez. Alright, let's pull this next one. Sometimes it's very funny the range at which these guys pull, because I seem to have pulled 2 of them at this point. That's not what I wanted to do. This does become a little bit more difficult. There. Now you'll face these enemies again in the Ash Lake area, which we will eventually get to. There we go. Okay. Let's S this up. And we're going to equip, we don't need that or that anymore. We're going to equip the Curse Bite Ring to give us curse resistance. And our curse resistance now is 481, so that's awesome. Oh, that's a lot of curse resistance. That's good. Okay, so let's look at this one. Oh, shoot. I don't think he does fire attacks. Even if he does. Okay, we're just going to use this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wait a few seconds for my curse resistance to fill back up, and then we'll take on Seath. So curse resistance is filled back up, and we're gonna head forward and see what we can do. All right, let me adjust these headphones a little bit. Okay. All right. So basically, what we're gonna do is haul ass towards that glowing item at the back. That's the crystal that we need to destroy. And you can see all of these are people that have been killed by his curse spells. Yeah, we need to kill that right there. I think he appears behind us, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Now that hurts him. And I must admit, I've kind of forgotten some of the attacks that this guy does. So this should be a learning experience. And I mean that in the worst way possible. Ow. So we're gonna drink up. So far I think things are going well. If I can get him to just keep doing those front attacks like that. Now you can cut his tail off and get a weapon, but frankly, at this point, I don't give a shit about that. Come on, you bastard. So far things are going exceedingly well. I almost hate to say how well things are going. Ow. Ow. So we'll drink up. Put your damn shield back up. What the fuck are you thinking? Okay. So we... Ah! You're... Alright, so... That's Seath the Scaleless. Now that fight went a lot better than I expected, to be completely honest with you. In fact, it's a miracle that the video doesn't get corrupted or something stupid like that, because that was actually a pretty easy fight. Having a very high curse resistance helps tremendously, because if my curse resistance had been half of what it was, he would have probably cursed me when he did that kind of area of effect curse. So, what does that do? That opens up a bonfire right here, which will light. Okay. At this point, I'm going to warp back to the Duke's archives, because I really don't want to have to walk back through those invisible platforms. Now, there are a couple of things that I may end up doing off camera. There is that blue titanite slab that I may force myself to go after. I really don't want to, and I don't know if I will. But I will try to do it. Now I have about 90,000 souls. I am tempted to spend those on level ups. Let's see how much that would give us. I could do strength. I could max out my strength for that weapon. Let's see. I can get 4 levels right now. Damn. What I may end up doing is putting them in faith, because I'm going to be using my divine Uchigatana for the catacombs section, which is the next area, and that would really help out. That would give me some bonus damage on it. Let's cancel that. I don't know why I'm speaking in theory when I actually have the weapon right here. Let's look at what that would do. Yeah, that would help. It's just a little bit, but it does help. Plus, I would have 2 of the 4 stats necessary to level. And actually, let's cancel that too. And let's see. We actually have a soul of a hero. Let's see, what is that? That's 10,000. Yeah. So we can actually do 5 at this point. So let's level up our faith. Get that up to 18. And we have enough for 1 more, which may be vitality or equip load. Oh, choices. Let's do endurance for this one, for the extra one. And we'll accept this. Alright. So, we've got 2 of the 4 stats needed to wield the Abyss sword, great sword. And we've got 2 of the 4 boss souls needed to power the Lord Vessel. Give me 1 second, my ear is itching, I'm sorry. Alright, next video I will go back to I'm tempted to do the Painted World of Aramis since I'm in Anne Orlando right now. I'm going to think about that, and that may be next on my hit list. Because once I do the Painted World of Aramis, I can turn Anne Orlando dark because I won't ever need to really come back this way. And I may end up doing it that way. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Painted World of Aramis, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But we'll get it done. But until next time, this has been Cliff. I hope everybody takes care. See you later.